So let's say I want to bring back the Cinemachine, and trust me, I do have a reason. Cinemachine, okay, install it. So Cinemachine, here's the thing actually. I do like how my camera is set up. That is true. Yeah, I think the only special thing we have is like the 0.9 size or whatever, I guess. Which means then Cinemachine created 2D camera 0.9. Okay, it did install everything. Perfect. So we just need a follow ad, and the follow ad can be our camera manager. Okay, I'm actually going to bring the okay, this needs some thinking. So I'm going to break the main camera out of the Cinemachine. I'm going to bring the shaker and parent the Cinemachine camera underneath. Now that won't work because this will be moving. Damn it. Yeah, we're going to have to use the extension, I guess, for this. Well, anyway, let's do this and we'll see what's going to happen. So here's our Cinemachine. Okay, then camera manager. The camera manager then is not going to be using waypoints anymore. We don't need to be using them. So I'm just going to make it to follow. So transfer.position equals vector3.lerp. Just follow the target from your transfer.position, target.position, float simply by time.delta time. Let's add some speed. We don't need this too. Let's add some speed. We'll say speed. Let's assign it maybe like 6. So time.delta time by 6. Okay. So because we're following the camera manager, then that means our camera will be following this one. And this one is going to be following the player. Now, if I hit play, however, you will see that we get this and we don't want to. So let's go over here, and on the level renderer itself, I'm going to add a box collider 2D, and we're going to add this into a layer, and we're going to say camera confiner. On the Cinemachine then, we're going to assign an extension, Cinemachine confiner, and we're going to bring back the level renderer. Now, right now it's easy because I have because there's only one, how do you call this? Only one sprite per object, so I can just simply use this. And if we move this over here, then we won't have to look at it ever again. So, clicking play now. Let's see, it didn't work. Oh, it needs to be a polygon collider to do, yeah, or a composite. Okay, so let's delete that and let's just add a polygon collider to D. And then on the Cinemachine, okay, and now we can see that it's locked. We can make it slightly faster following the camera manager. Camera manager. Okay, let's bring it down here. Let's make it like 9. Let's see what's going to happen when he dies actually. Yeah, it's not shaking anything. So that will fix. Okay, so we can basically now move smoothly with this. We can also make the Cinemachine camera move faster, I think. Okay, X, Y, camera distance 10, soft zone width. Yeah, I don't know, something like this, I believe. Let's see, what is it? Target movement only. Okay, I think it checks damping. Yeah, something like this is better. So now it's left up to the camera manager. Okay, I'll do save during play. Okay, yeah, I like this, and we can use that. So now we're going to have to find we have to add the shaker, however. But let's see, let's start thinking how we can do that. Let's add this in here as well. Let's, yeah, the sec didn't work either. Okay, first of all, let's make sure we have a sec. So I'm just going to add it on the attack, the camera. Okay, nothing's happening, so that means we're going to have to change it. And camera manager multiplier. Let's make it a higher multiplier. I think we can use this actually because our camera is confined as well, so it wouldn't make a lot of sense either. Yeah, it wouldn't really do anything. So let's go and add. Yeah, I guess there's no point to use the shaker anymore. Camera manager, we're going to be using something else. Then let's add a new noise. Where is it? Will be, oh, it's over here. Noise, multi-channel panel. Let's say, let's do normal extreme, and I think let's do a new random seed. Okay, so okay. Yeah, something like that we will need. The only thing I don't like is that we will have to make it. So let's try maybe making a new noise profile and edit it ourselves. Yeah, well, we dropped it anywhere we had. Yeah. Let's see where the other one is. Scripts. Where is it? Here we are. Okay, so preview height, preview 8, position, observe distance, position Y, frequency 1 1. we only want on the Y, yeah? I think this will be fine as well. It will show for 3, something like this. Then let's click play. Yeah, okay, that is because we have too much. Yeah, and we will need something like so, and even less so. Something like this. So we basically need something like this that it will go for half a second, or not even half a second. So 0.003 and frequency gain. Yeah, of course, this also depends on the values I had on the noise profile. Okay, so you could probably set this up simpler. For example, let us say 1 and 3. 1, yeah, okay, 1. Yeah, let's do 1 and 1. So all this is B3 1 by 300. So to do that with browser, we might have to do 300. Let's see. Okay, not 300, but 3. That's even too much. Maybe like so, and this can be like this. Yeah, that's fine. 0.03, 0.0. Let's maybe do 25 and 6. That's the value we're going to be adding ourselves. So on the camera shake, we're not going to be using shake transfer anymore. We're going to find the Cinemachine noise, I think. Let's see. Quick actions. No, we won't find it like so. We want, actually, let me search. Okay, so because I had Cinemachine before and removed it from the project, I actually had to go and delete the solution in my project files here. So it forced a new solution, and now I have access to Cinemachine in the correct way. So let's see. Cinemachine virtual camera. We have the virtual camera, but I think we can actually get, could we get the component? Let's say, let's call it noise. And let's see if we can actually drag and drop this instead of the virtual camera. Let's see. I think we can, so let's just, okay, we can't. So close that, then make this private, and then on start, on awake, or whatever, noise equals virtual camera, get Cinemachine component, Cinemachine basic multi-channel friendly. Okay, then for shake camera, we're going to say noise dot amplitude gain equals, what did we say? We said about 3f. Okay, and it will stay like that for a few seconds. So inside update, let's do public bool is shaking, float shake time, let's say for 1 second, then is shaking equals true, or I guess we don't really need to say is shaking. If shake time over 0, then shake time not on awake, we want the update. If shake time over 0, let's store the delta as we always do. then sec time equals delta, else zero. Okay, we don't need this e-seking then. Get rid of that. So sec time, let us set this to 1 and let's see how it will perform. Go here. Amplitude gain, yeah, we have it as 25 anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, 1 is way too much, of course. So let's just say, let's rename this to sec life, public float sec time, and let's just go do like Control F, public float sec amplitude, and let's do 0.025. So sec time, sec, that's not how you write amplitude, sec amplitude. Perfect. Play. And we can see that sec life is probably way too much already. So maybe let's just set this to the camera. That's the camera manager. Let's call this camera target. And we'll go even less. So we now have also proper shaking. Perfect. So now let's clean up our unit, yeah, our event, my attack. We don't need that anymore. Okay, yeah. So basically, that's I think that's fine for now. And let's say we want on a phase, we want to disable. Yeah, we want to disable the camera movement. So back, let's bring a phase over here. We have one phase, we have some units. Then let's bring the phase 1 trigger. Let's open that up. See what this is. Let's move it here. Let's ignore this guy. Actually, let's move this here and let's put this guy under the units and let's delete all the rest. Okay, so phase 1 trigger. Do we have a phase controller? Okay. Technically we should do this on with a singleton, so we always have access to the camera target. So all we have to do now is camera target, set the follow status. So public void follow status, bool status is following equals status, just like that. Okay, so camera manager follow status true, false. When we start the phase, it's false, and then camera manager follow status is true again. Now let's say we move the unit out of the way, so we should be able now to trigger, and it will probably make him, yeah, when we trigger this, it will make the camera stop, and true enough, it did. We forgot to enable the guy, however, so we can also do that. Yeah, I guess. Not sure why I have this. I think we have this for the assignment. Let's close that. Actually, I'm not sure which one played. So let's remove all of this. And let's say on phase 1, when we start the phase, let's disable this and let's enable our units. Let's see how that's going to work. Yep, that's not what made it work. So on trigger event, we're going to have to assign this to the phase manager. Now I don't actually like this, to be honest. So this one, register unit and register unit on phase start. Let's do public void start phase, because we can just be entirely independent of this, but okay, then that means we're not registering the units anyway. And then, oh, you know what, let's do it like so we can make this as a prefab. Public void assign phase to manager, phase manager singlet. Yeah, we don't have a singleton. Void awake public static phase manager. Singleton equals this, and then we have to do the assign phase, can phase. Okay, perfect. We can also be using this follow status, which is a little bit more correct to do, and actually just take this and put it in here as well. So singleton dot assign phase equals this. Okay, so phase 1, on your trigger, go to phase 1 above and say phase register unit, not register unit, assign phase to manager. And that's all we need for this. We can also disable this object, or we can do it on the start phase of this. So instead of doing follow status, I'm going to say phases assign phase to, no, camera follow status, set it to false, yeah, and same as well to this. Let's do open that phase and camera follow status, set it back to true. Enable that and close the trigger. Now there's one issue with this. Even when we stop the phase, we can actually walk outside of the camera. So how do we solve that? On our unit controller or on the input handler, whichever you like. I think it makes a little bit more sense if we were on the input handler, however. Let's see where it is. Yeah, it's not here, so let's maybe open it here. So whatever we do in the update, it's fine. Right now we don't really care for that. So what we do in late update then is we can get the camera reference. So we could do vector2 viewport. Actually, no. Let's do it inside the player, the unit controller. We are checking if is valid. We are checking if a position is valid, what we're moving. Okay, so we need to check if is not an AI, then vector2 viewport, and then camera dot main world to viewport point our transformed position, or not transformed position, the target position. Okay, and if viewport dot x is less than 0 or viewport.x higher than 1 or viewport.y less than 0 or viewport.y higher than 1, you can also add an offset, of course, then that means it's not a valid position. So because we are trying to walk outside of the camera, which we should not allow, of course. And we'll go with this, but it depends on that. Okay, so we're triggering, and you can see that we are now blocked by the camera limits. Perfect. Yeah, so that's actually good for now. For what we do, we now have all our camera needs and everything that we're going to need about the camera, which is fine with me. So let's end this part over here, and then on the next one we can continue making all the AI that we might ever need into this type of game. So I'll see you on the next one. As always, like, subscribe, and if you like to see more videos like this, keep supporting me so we can keep making them. I'll see you next time.